A resident of Kingston angered a small section of the crowd that turned up on Thursday to protest the Ghana Elections Commission Gecom. The woman who resides at Barak and High Streets apparently became incensed with the protesters on the streets and threw what is believed to be dirty water in the direction of the protesters. She was promptly arrested, an act which elated the protesters. Whether the woman will face charges is yet to be known. Nevertheless, the protesters were objecting to Gecom's decision to commence house-to-house registration on Saturday, July 20. Executive Secretary of the party, Zulfikar Mustafa, said a move by Gecom is illegal.
Gecom should have prepared for general and regional elections. As the chief scrutineer of the PPP, and the PPP is one of the major stakeholders in elections in our country, we were not informed officially that Gecom will be conducting house-to-house registration. As a matter of fact, we don't know how many scrutineers, if we have to fill any scrutineers or things like those.
Mustafa added that the start of the house-to-house registration is a ploy to delay the conduct of elections. Dr. Vindya Prasad told reporters outside Red House that the commencement of the registration at this time threatens the fabric of society.
This fight for democracy has been an arduous one. The Constitution provides mechanisms for governments to change, for governments to be held accountable. Elections give people an opportunity to exercise their franchise and to let their voice be heard.
Presidential candidate of the PPP Air Finale reasoned that the house-to-house registration will not be completed within 3 months.
And the CCJ has made it very clear that the constitutional requirements in relation to the holding of elections must be done. That is how elections must be held within that time frame. So house to house cannot accommodate that time frame, and we are saying that Gecom must proceed to prepare for elections within that 3 months time frame.
Ali was asked whether his party supporters will boycott the registration process.
Our supporters are in the process at the moment. The house-to-house registration has not started. We are waiting and we are hoping that this protest would have an impact. We are also hoping that Gecom, Mr. Lowenfield himself, would follow the advice of his legal officer.
It is against the law not to be registered. The laws of Ghana under the Registration Act, Chapter 1908 states that every person who refuses to make an application for registration without reasonable excuse or fails to do such, being a parent or guardian of any child of the age 14 years and over, can be liable on summary conviction to a fine of $16,250 or imprisonment for 6 months. Nevertheless, for opposition leader Bar Jagdio, the PPP will work to stop the conduct of the house-to-house registration.
Because it's illegal, we'll go against Lowenfield for contempt of the court. They're spreading, I was saying, that they're spreading rumors that people from the judiciary told them they can go ahead, but I doubt it.
The police erected barricades in proximity of Gecom aimed at keeping the chanting protesters at bay. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.